Sauron considered one of the best commander in evil faction, as well as the like S tier in every tier that you want to put him. He is so good, and in this video we're gonna cover how to build him so he can actually take your army and Sleepynight Gaming today, and in today we're gonna go over one of the best evil commanders that you can actually do. Unfortunately, I used to have him at R10, and since the 2.0 launch, for some odd reason, man, I didn't know how to build him back then, so he was not performing that well. And with that being said, now I'm kind of have to suffer since I already chose him to be R5. All right, so all right, here we go, guys. So this is my Sauron right now. He's R5. So how do we build him? Let's take a look at the skills. This is where do we want to place our Sauron, okay? So personally, for me, I like something that guaranteed. So the first point that I want to put in, I want to max out this one right here, so you can get guarantee of like attack, defense, and focus of 3 enemy commanders go down by 15%. Okay, it's not 15, it's 15%. Okay, immune to stun. Okay, and stat reduction effect for enemy commanders. So all the commanders is just gonna go down by 15%. So let's say if they have like, you know, attack of 200, right, it's gonna go down by 30. So that's quite a lot. That's like one piece of equipment right there, right? Secondly, Deceiver. Okay, these are very, very, very important skill. You have to raise this skill all the way up to level 5 for like PvP, for real. So what it does is basically damage received by 3 enemy formation by 10, okay, when you max them out. Okay, but at level 5, before the battle begins, has a 35% chance inflict madness to one target for 1 rounds. Okay, and you know, it doesn't sound very strong, right? But it really is. And we're gonna go into the maggots report, and we're gonna take a look like how like important is his it's this skill. Okay, and at level 10, damage received by target affected by madness is plus 5%. Okay, I'm still waiting to actually max them out. And then the extra point that you want to put in, okay, you want to go to the enemy, right, which is already maxed those out. Then we want to go to LOTR. Basically you just deal like every 3 rounds it would deal some focus damage and have 50% chance to inflict stun. Okay, so 3, 6, and 9 will actually have this skill. So if they have a stun, they cannot attack you, so you don't take damage. So it's kind of nice, you know, if this actually like works. Okay, and then lastly, the point that you want to put here is basically deal focus damage to 2, okay, but have a 30% chance to inflict madness. It's also round 3, 6, and 9. And you know, you might ask that why don't we go with like you know, LOTR and Lord of Gift, and you know, just do focus damage, because the skill that he have is not strong enough to actually to keep up with like with the meta to be a damage dealer. I used to have him at the R10 with the Relic. He didn't do that hot, so that's why he's got demoted down to R5. Okay, let's move on to the equipment wise. Since we want Lord of Gift to activate before the battle, so he have to have a lot of speed or initiative. So as far as the ball go here, I don't have any initiative. However, I have agility right here. Okay, what this does is initiative of commander formation go up by 5. Okay, and So I have 2 of these. Okay, it's gonna go up by 5. Then I have initiative in the max scale mail. That would be another, plus 3. Okay, then we have this horn right here. Okay, it also doesn't have any initiative, but it have agility again. Okay, which is gonna pair with this one right here. Also no initiative but with agility. So basically I'm gonna get extra like 10 points by equipping all these equipment, and it doesn't matter what you put, to be honest. If you have like a better skill than these one right here, by all means, go ahead. But for me right now, you want to focus on initiative with agility. So whichever you have first, you want to use that, okay? But since I have limited amount of equipment, so I choose to go with the armor skill. Alright, now let's take a look at the relics. Smith gift. It's pretty cool, right? So what we have to do for this one right here. Okay, Master of the Dark Tower. Your fellowship, faction, or kingdom occupy Dol Guldur. Basically, you got to win the rings once, but if you cannot keep that thing, but you're gonna have to occupy it. Okay, so this is quite hard for a lot of not active players to actually achieve this. But then again, if you're gonna have a Sauron at like R10, you obviously have invest a lot of resources into him, and you should be already in a good warband that have like what it takes to take Dol Guldur. Next up, the Lord of the Rings. Your ring reach level 100 every season. If you play enough, maybe half season your ring is already reached level 100, so this is not hard. And lastly, guys, the Superior Evil. Use Sauron army to defeat 10 mob level 25 and higher. And if you play this game, sweeping the mob in the early game at level 25 is nothing to worry about. You can finish that. The hard part is just to get the mithril, and yeah, man, that's how it is. Okay, so this, and lastly, it's just gonna be you need respect 10, which I only have respect 5. Okay, all right, let's move on to the maggots report. Alright, maggots report. As you can see here, the enemy have gone up the White Trondil, Saruman, and Lutz, okay? And we have Sauron, so this is a perfect example for the battle report and how it's gonna turn out, okay? So we're gonna go to pre-battles, and we're gonna take a look at the Deceiver, okay? So activate Deceiver right there. Gandalf the White is affected by madness in the pre-battle. This is Sauron go first. This is a very good example. So once Gandalf the White, he got madness, he have a chance to cast like White Riders onto themselves, as well as cast the White Council on us. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Gandalf the White. Okay, White Rider. Okay, Gandalf the White Riders, okay, beset with madness, could not differentiate between friend and foe. Okay, so Trondil, Swan Knight, Saruman, Bowman, and Lutz, and another Bow Knight here. Okay, victim to damage received extra by the White Riders. Okay, and now check this out. Gandalf the White. Okay, activate White Council and buff all of our commanders. Okay, and units. This is like already plus right there, right? So let's take a look at the battle phase now. Okay, this is here right here. It's Gandalf the White. Madness hit Trondil and hit Gandalf the White. What the? So anyway. Lutz right here. Lutz attack. Okay, so gonna attack Swan Knight. Suffer 1,183. Okay, and then it's still hitting each other. So this is like a huge +1. The Deceiver and actually go into places and actually do damage to themselves, which by the way will help you win the battle easier, or you have a better draw. Okay, so now that we know the Sauron build and all the equipment that you should be using, and the relics, you need the relics just to add more stat into your build. Okay, other than that, guys. Alright guys, now we know the Deceiver, Sauron, one of the top tier commanders in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. And leave a comment down below what commander you like to see next, or what is your favorite commanders, and I'll see you in the next content.